shake it fast. Watch yourself, get the cash, stack the wealth. We hit the club, make it nasty, bass thumping, getting trashy. What you gon' do? Run in the south, yeah, we run in the south. What? Gold teeth flashing, so rockin' my mouth. Tekk. Yo, kick the door down, ain't asking permission, just listen. Another night, another blurred out mission. Intuition twitching, used to wake up freezing. Broke on the floor for demons teasing. Now the floor is marble, but the cold ain't leaving. Still grieving for the boys I lost, the lines I crossed, counting the cost. Frost on the window pane, whispering my name, feeling lost. But nah, I gotta shake it off, this ain't no pity party, sob story. This that grit your teeth and get it glory. Inventory mandatory, built this brick by brick from the mud and the slick tricks. Learn quick, life throws fists. Gotta bobble, we gotta land your hits. This ain't like nah, this that back against the wall, standing tall, answering the call when you swore you fall, giving your all. From the gravel roads where the weeds keep kissing the cracked concrete. Screen door to arena, screaming more. Feel the floor roar, settle the score. Yeah, feel that shit coming at 'em with the rhythm and the venom. Gotta send 'em running and stun 'em. Never running from the inedible, incredible the way the syllables come and get 'em. Feeling a phenomenal abdominal burning from the pace. I'm running, turning lyrical sermons, sermon diminishing, vermin finna get it, never permanent. It gets in the thinking, you gotta be given, then the cards out dealt. Felt the fire higher and higher, desire burning like tires spinning. Infinite velocity, monstrosity of verbosity, ain't no stopping me. Propping me, dropping heat. Can you follow the feet, the flick of the fingers? Dust devils on the back road, a familiar hazy scene where the truth hits harder than anything you've ever seen. Born a red dirt struggle beneath the heavy sun. Learned to make a little something long before I learned to run from anything but failure. That taste I knew too well in the land of tall pecan trees and stories left to tell of resilience and survival woven in the air. A complicated legacy beyond compare. Got these southern roots running deep into the clay, pulling strength from the struggle, lighting up the way it's in the drawl of the language, the rhythm of the beat. The concrete and the corn feels the bitter and the sweet. This the heart of the sound, the soul of the man, built from the ground up across this promised land. Neon sign outside the window, casting shadows on the floor. Another nameless hotel room behind a bolted door. Got that heavy air inside, it's something you can almost taste. Mixes with the stale smoke in this forgotten lonely place. See the figures in the corners moving slow and wearing thin, and there's a certain kind of sweetness mixed with sorrow and with sin. A heavy artificial perfume trying to cover up the real of desperation, hanging on you, everything you try conceal. Yeah, there's a smell in these hallways, a story in the air of lonely nights and broken dreams, a burden hard to bear. Mixes with the chemicals, the bitter and the sweet, the lingering perfume of despair on this forgotten street. It's the same. Backwoods, dirt roads, mapped out fade in the rear view. Left them red clay roots, chasing a different avenue. But the pine trees whisper, carried on the humid breeze, and the Chattahoochee River flows inside my memories. Yeah, I see that Georgia sky stretched out, wide and blue. Hear that crickets chirping, remember how it used to do. Down there, way down, where my heart still roams. Feels like a lifetime gone, light years from my home. Georgia, Georgia, you're always on my mind. No matter where I wander, what new paths I find. Georgia, Georgia, a piece of me stay there. Wish I could feel that sunshine. Tekk. Sunrise paints the struggle. Another day to face the cost. Every game feels fragile, easily lost. Remember, hungry new nights, the doubt screaming loud. Felt invisible then, lost in the faceless crowd. But something deep inside refused to just break. A quiet termination, whatever it would take. Built it from the ground up with callous, weary hands. Ignore the easy outs and the devil's demands. Yeah, I put in the work when nobody was looking. Planting my own seeds while the foundations were shaking. Sweat equity paid off, every drop hit the ground. This ain't no sudden come up, look at what I found on this path less traveled, where the real building's done. From the first light of dawn to the setting of the sun. Used to hurt us, as fuel, the dismissive remarks. Each setback a lesson, leaving permanent marks. Learn to move with me and the chosen few.
Yeah, you reap what you sow, the circle comes complete. Every single action on the bitter or the sweet side of the equation, the balance holds your sway. The energy you put out is the price you gotta pay, or the price that you were given depends on what you did. From the darkness that you fought and the light that you forbid, or embraced along the journey, the truth is plain to see. The harvest in the morning is a reflection of thee.
The flow is like a sickle now, precise and sharp and fast, cutting through the remnants of the shadows of the past. Gathering the bounty, every single spoken word, the intricate touch, sneak in the message that was heard. Through the static in the noise, the doubters screaming loud, now they standing in the distance. Started from the bottom, now we climbing every day. Mama said keep pushing when the world got in my way. Bills stacking up high, but my dreams are stacking higher. Every setback's just fuel, throwing wood up on the fire. Friends out at my vision said I'm reaching for the stars. Now they see me shining bright, pulling up in foreign cars. But it ain't about the money, it's the person I became. Through the struggle and the pain, I was forging my own name. Used to work the night shift, sleeping through the morning light. Now I'm living my purpose, everything's gonna be alright. From the projects to the penthouse, never forgot where I'm from. Still the same kid with big dreams, look at what I've become. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. Never gonna fall. Jeff Tekk. Sun comes up, same old grind. Coffee black, just to unwind. The days drag on, the numbers low, waiting for that blessed flow. Counting minutes, counting dimes, just trying to make it through these times. Alarm clock screaming, Monday morning dread. Wishing I could stay in this lumpy, worn out bed. But the wolf's at the door and he ain't selling cookies now. He wants that paper, that cheddar, that moolah. By the law, my wallet's looking thinner than a supermodel's patience. Stretching out that instant soup, culinary creation. Saw a spider in my bathtub, charging rent, a little freeloader. Said partner, times are tough, maybe you could be a Jeff Tekk promoter. My bank account's a desert, tumbleweeds and dusty bones. Just waiting for that eagle fly, stopping all these moans and groans. Tick tock, but Thursday night I feel it coming, that little itch, that spark, that direct deposit dream gonna light up the dark. One more day of scraping by, one more night of holding tight. Paycheck to paycheck, that's the way we ride. Feeling like a king when that money hits inside. Weekend millionaires gonna burn it bright and fast, till Monday morning comes and the good times never last. Paycheck to paycheck, yeah, we scream and shout. This roller coaster living's what it's all about. Friday night, lights are flashing, system thumping loud. Standing at the crossroads, don't know which way to go. GPS can't help me with the things I need to know. Left road looking safe, but it might just be a trap. Right road looking risky, but it's calling like a map. Everybody got opinions about the move I should make. Parents want security, friends say whatever it takes. Teachers pushing college, boss man wants me to stay, but my heart's pulling different and I can't ignore the way. It whispers in the morning when the world is still asleep. There's something more out there running waters deep. Vision in my mind that I can't quite explain, like a song that's almost playing, driving me insane. 20-something questions racing through my brain. What if I fail? What if I'm going insane? What if the safe road leads to regret? What if I'm ready for what I ain't met yet?
I'm looking for the pathways,
putting distance in between, leaving all the heavy baggage, every single ugly scene. Kick the dust up in a halo, swirling in the breeze, leaving all my demons coughing, falling to their knees. This the only way I know how to finally be free. Just the open road before me, and the ghost of who I used to be. The flow becomes a piston, pumping out the sound. Up a passive declaration on the sacred ground. Spitting rhymes like shrapnel, too fast to comprehend on the nature of the battle. Yeah, Jeff Tekk. Tekk, 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 Tekk.
locked inside my head again, the echoes and the din. The parts they never see, where the real struggles begin. Smiling on the outside, putting on a show, but the war within, man, nobody knows. The weight of the moments, the fears that hold me tight, trying to find a single spark in the darkest night.
Mind racing at 100 miles an hour, can't control the thoughts. Trapped inside a tower, tangled up in knots. of anxiety gripping, heart is kinda tripping over nothing and everything, constantly just slipping into dark places, seeing different faces of doubt and of failure, leaving behind no traces of the person I remember. Feeling cold as December, lost a spark in the ember, just a faded member of the world that keeps moving while I'm stuck here, proving to myself that I'm worth it, hoping I can surface from the waves crashing down, feeling like I'm gonna drown in the pressure and the silence of this heavy mental gown. They don't talk about it much, the invisible crutch. You rely on the function, hoping for conjunction between the outside and the in. Where do I even begin to explain the fight? Just trying to see the light.
Yeah, the darkness was deep, secrets I would keep while the world was asleep. Felt like I was buried 6 feet down in the ground without a single sound, screaming internally, hoping I'd be found. But I clawed through the
The devil went back down to Georgia, had some unfinished biz, lost a fiddle contest, now he's mad about what it is. That happened to his reputation, demons talking in the streets, saying Satan lost his mojo, lost his devilish. But still he packed his bags in hell, told his minions I'll be back. Got his fiddle tuned and ready, now he's on the attack. Looking for another player who can challenge his skill, someone young and cocky with an iron strong will. Rolling through Atlanta in his Cadillac black, speakers bumping by, someone smell in the back, searching every juke joint, every honky-tonk bar for a musician with the talent to become a superstar. But this time it's different, this time he's prepared, brought some backup singers, demons who ain't scared, harmonized with evil to make the music hot. Devil's coming for his crown, like it or not. Devil went back down to Georgia, looking for revenge, got his fiddle in his pride and some hellish friends. Devil went back down to Georgia, fire in his eyes, this time he ain't taking no for an answer, no surprise. Georgia and the dive bomb and make name was Tommy Jr. Reputation was take seriously by locals who had heard him play. Said he made his guitar singing in a supernatural way.
Dirt under the fingernails, a smell that hits just right, mixing with the stale air of another lonely night. Remember coughing up dust, chasing something in the air, anything to numb the feeling, the weight of the despair. Down by the creek bed or behind the boarded store, seeing things you shouldn't see, hoping there was more to this existence than the bottom. The struggle and the pain felt like you were circling, caught up in the drain.
Yeah, you wanna know what it's like, walk a mile in these boots, tangled up in barbed wire, held down by the roots. Run deep Found an old photograph tucked inside a book, faded edges, cracked corners, had to take a look. There we were at Christmas, I was only 5. Mama smiled so bright, made me feel alive. Just to see her young again, happy as can be. Before the world got heavy, when we both were free from the weight of growing up, bills and bitter truth. Captured in that moment, eternal fountain of youth. Photograph don't lie, but it don't tell all. The story behind the smile, the rise before the fall, the argument that morning, the makeup before the...
Jeff Tekk, Tekk. The problems can bounce. Yeah, engine revving low now, parked out by the field. Got the Saturday night feeling, secrets to be revealed. Speakers in the trunk knocking, that makes you feel inside. Leaving all the work week, worries with the wind outside. Got the crew assembled, everybody's in the mood for a little bit of ruckus, something wild and something rude. Away from all the politics, the problems and the stress. Tonight we ain't concerned with nothing less than blessed. Yeah, the beat just makes you wanna move, make you wanna wild out. The negativity at the crib ain't nothing to think about. Just the rhythm and the energy, the bottles in the air. Tell the troubles and the worries they can go on disappear somewhere. We ain't got the time tonight for the drama and the doubt. Just the music and the moment, yeah, that's what it's all about. Get gone. asphalt still be hot now, even when the sun dips low. Got the screen door open, letting that night air flow. Hear the crickets harmonizing a familiar steady sound. Sitting here just breathing on this little piece of ground. Used to let the outside static get all up inside my head. Worry about the words they whispered, everything they said about the path I chose to travel, the places that I've been. But sitting here tonight, man, it don't matter in the end, cause it don't matter what they're talking about, don't matter what they do. Chasing something hollow while I'm standing in my truth. It don't matter about the come up or the money and the fame. Just matters how you live it and staying in your lane, yeah. It don't matter anymore, the worries and the doubt. Figured out what's real now, ain't got nothing to stress. It's kinda laid back now, conversational and slow. Ain't no need for hurry, just letting the feeling go.
You're my kryptonite, the weakness in my veins. I'm drawn to your touch, your love won't go away. They may warn me about you, but I'll never take heed. Cause you're my addiction, girl, my beautiful disease. Sitting in my room with you running through my head again. Every thought of you makes my heart race, my dear friend. You've always had this power, making me feel invincible, like I could conquer it. Yeah. Lights down low, smoke hanging heavy in the air. Another bottle empty, sitting lonely on the stairs. Ashtrays overflowing, don't really care. Nah, got that velvet rope feeling, but nobody's really there. It's a vibe, I guess, yeah. Got that gold chain glow, but the heart's feeling hollow. Sipping something strong, hoping for tomorrow. Mix that city shine with that back road sorrow. Yeah, we live it up, time we only borrow. Running through the motions, putting on a damn show. Got the high so high, but the come down slow, so slow. Sunrise creeping through the blinds, heads pounding low. Another night gone, where the damn time goes. Spilled liquor sticky on the expensive flow. Remember ramen noodles kicking down the damn door. Now the driveway's looking like a car show lot. But them small town demons, man, they ain't forgot. Got that Tennessee mud still kinda stuck on my boots. Yeah, mixing California sunshine with them bitter southern roots. Fake smiles, flashing cameras in my face. Trying to find my footing in this whirlwind pace. Pour another one, let the bourbon trace the lines of worry time just can't erase, nah. Got that gold chain glow, but the heart's feeling hollow. Sipping something strong, hoping for tomorrow. Mix that city shine with that back road sorrow. Yeah, we live it up, time we only borrow. Running through the motions, putting on a damn show. Got the high so high, but the come down slow, so slow. Yo, hold up, switch the tempo, let the freak flag fly. Brain moving faster than a hummingbird on ride. Gampo on the speakerphone, screaming, boy, get paid. While I'm doing donuts in a limo Escalade.
And I'm asking in the quiet if I hurt you on the way. In the chaos and the hurry of a relentless day. If the fire in my belly burned too wild and uncontrolled, and left you with some ashes, a story left untold. From your perspective on the moments, the impact and the cost. If I hurt you in the process of everything I lost or gained along this journey, the question just remains, hanging in the atmosphere through the sunshine and the rain.
The flow can dropping low, painting streaks across the sky. Just sitting with the stillness now, wondering and asking why certain feelings linger, like the humidity in June. A heavy kind of silence beneath the rising moon. Thinking back on moments, the words that left my tongue, the battles I was fighting when the other song was sung. My own survival anthems, loud and in the lead. Didn't always see the garden, just focused on my seed.
And I'm asking in the quiet if I hurt you on the way. In the chaos and the hurry of a relentless day. If the fire in my belly burned too wild and uncontrolled, and left you with some ashes, a story left untold. From your perspective on the moments, the impact and the cost. If I hurt you in the process of everything I lost or gained along this journey, the question just remains, hanging in the atmosphere through the sunshine and the rain.
pushed by desperation, driven by a need to overcome the obstacles, the walls that were so high. Moving with a certain blindness, just focused on the sky. Didn't mean to trample feelings in the rhythm of the chase, just caught up in the motion at a breakneck hurry pace. But looking back now slowly, the picture gets less blurred, and I'm wondering about the things I did, the things you might have heard as some intended harshness. In the space of contemplation where the thoughts begin to roam, float amongst the possibilities, far away from home. The home I thought I was building just for myself alone, didn't see the shared foundation or the seeds of sorrow sown. Unknowingly, perhaps in my own self-centered quest for a spiritual awakening, putting myself to the test. If I hurt you by my distance, my focus pulled away, lost in the cosmic journey at the closing of the day.
And I'm asking in the quiet if I hurt you all the way, in the chaos and the hurry of a relentless day. If the fire in my belly burned you wild and uncontrolled, and left you with some ashes, a story left untold. From your perspective on the moments, the impact and the cost. If I hurt you in the process of everything I lost or gained along this journey, the question just remains, hanging in the atmosphere through the sunshine and the rain.
Got that southern understanding of unspoken consequence, how silence can be heavy, building up a thick defense against acknowledging the damage, the possibilities. True that in my own survival mode I might have injured you. That gritty determination sometimes leaves a scar, didn't mean to leave you wounded, wondering who you are after the interaction, the collision of our paths. If I hurt you in those moments and felt none of the wrath, reaping what is present now, this question in my head about the emotional landscape and the words that went unsaid on my part, the inquiry, the need to understand if the harvest of my hustle left destruction on your land.